Do you ever look around and think, wow, the world is a crazy place, and it just seems to get crazier and crazier? Ease your mind and take a break. This is Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. We're a hub for inspirational Christian sermons, practical keys for Christian living, and Christian discussions and interviews. You'll be inspired to live the life that you were created for. Your host is a top-ranking podcaster, best-selling author, world record holder, aerospace engineer, life coach, evangelist, and founder of John Giftah International. Welcome to Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah.
I'm going to talk to you today about the hidden seasons of our life. Yes, we all love it when people see our real value, when they appreciate and encourage us. We love it when people see the gold on the inside of us, our worth, what is our specialty, our talents, our gifts. But sometimes you would be feeling like, oh my goodness, these people are just blinded from seeing my real value. They're not seeing the real thing that I have. They're not able to see the gifts within me. They're not able to appreciate the talent that is with me or in me, and so on and so forth. I want to start off by sharing with you an incident recorded in 1 Samuel chapter 16. When you look at the moment when God had sent Prophet Samuel to anoint the next king of Israel, and he goes to the house of Jesse, and God had told him one of the sons of Jesse is going to be the next king. So he called Jesse and said, bring out all your sons and I want to do this. And you have to remember that Jesse, in that old scenario, forgot to bring out David, his son. He forgot to line up David. And even when Samuel was trying to anoint the other sons, God was saying, no, this is not the one, this is not the one. And then all the sons had got done with. And then, do you have any other son? And then Jesse's like, yeah, I have one more son. He's just tending the sheep, In a sense, like, he's just a shepherd, but I don't think, he would have any value, That was the kind of a signal here, right? Otherwise, why would he forget to line up David? Of all the other sons, why would he forget David? So, you see, Jesse did not value David. He did not think that anything great can come out of David. But if you see the same passage, if you go down a bit, the same chapter in 1 Samuel chapter 16, it says that King Saul needed somebody to play the harp for him, play a musical instrument. And somebody suggested, why didn't you call David? He's so good in playing the harp. And immediately David was taken to King Saul to play the harp. Now, I know it seems like, what is the connection between the first part and the second part? What I want you to understand here is this. Now, imagine the president of a country wants to choose somebody to play for them. Who would they choose? Would they just go on the road and randomly see, can you play the musical instrument? Can you play the harp? Can you sing? They're not going to do that. They're going to choose the most famous, top ranking, or top in the charts and most albums sold, or the most famous name or figure that is in the back of everybody's mind. All media outlets are talking about them. They're going to choose the top musician or singer, right, to play or sing for the president of that country or the leader of the country or whatever. So if King Saul chose, of all the people in this kingdom, if he chose David, can you imagine how talented David would have been? How popular David would have been in the field of music? It was not an accident that David was chosen. Remember that. David was so popular in the field of music. He was talented. He was well known. Yet, his own dad did not value David. His own dad did not see anything great can come out of David. Can you see this correlation between these two incidents that happened in the same chapter of 1 Samuel chapter 16? Now, I want to quickly dive into this moment of giving this anecdote from Hannah Montana, right? You guys know Hannah Montana, the popular Disney show. And the thing is this, Hannah Montana is the pop star. Everybody's like, wow, this is Hannah Montana. Yay, she's rocking the world. But she walks in as the other side of her, Miley Stewart. People don't know this Miley Stewart is the same Hannah Montana. So when she walks in as Miley Stewart, sometimes they treat her so badly. They don't value her. In fact, in one of the episodes, the teacher tells her, you're not Beyonce, you don't have any singing skills, you're not to be on stage, you're just, nobody. I mean, the teacher tells her this, okay? But the teacher doesn't know this same girl that she's telling that you're not having what it takes to be on stage is rocking the stage as Hannah Montana. Or sometimes when Ashley and Amber, Hannah Montana's or Miley Stewart's rivals in school, where they keep mocking her, you don't have what it takes to be a singing star, but they are actually fans of Hannah Montana. They mock her as Miley Stewart, but they love her as Hannah Montana. In other words, what you realize is sometimes when you walk through life, other people are blinded from seeing your real value. But just because people don't see your real value doesn't mean you're not valuable. Just because people treat you as you are just an average girl, nothing great can come out of you, doesn't mean that there's no Hannah Montana on the inside of you. Just because people think you're just a shepherd boy, I don't think you have much to offer, doesn't mean that you don't have a world-renowned, or at least the kingdom-renowned skill set of a musician like David did. Right? What I want you to understand is sometimes people may look at you, judge you from the outside. People may not see the real gold on the inside of you. But don't let their words determine who you really are. Don't let their words restrict you or make you believe that you don't have anything to offer. No, you're still the same talented child of God. You have a purpose. You have a destiny. So many times in my life, one of the things I want to close with this. A lot of people, when they just look at me from outside because of my physique, I have a lot of, especially, I don't know about the thing, but in the Indian culture, especially when you're a dark-skinned person, people openly put you down, okay? I've gone through a lot like that, where people just randomly come and say, there are incidents like that, like people put me down for the color of my skin. And there were moments when people just like, this fellow, what is he going to bring in? What is he going to do? How is he going to speak? And there were literal moments when people have come to me and told me, John, when you came up to speak, I was thinking to myself, like, this fellow, what is he going to speak? And I was wondering. And then when you started speaking, I was like, oh my goodness, why did I judge you by the way you looked or the things like that? And then I repented. I'm telling you, people have actually told me this. Okay? What I want you to understand is, like, I've seen this. Like, sometimes people just don't value you because they just see from the outside. But the good news is God sees your heart. Like God said in 1 Samuel 16, man looks at the outside, but I look at the heart. And because God looks at the heart, at the right appointed time, God will make sure that the right people see you for who you are. Your real identity will be seen at the right time. The same way Hannah Montana revealed her identity to the world. Everybody could see who David was when he became the king of Israel. Nobody could stop. His dad could not stop. Nobody could stop that. And the same way in my life I've seen, when God opened up opportunities for me where people who judged me, who just thought I was nuts, would look down on me, would suddenly be like, wow, you're that preacher? You're the guy on TV? You're the one on radio? You're the one interviewing all these esteemed guests? You're the one doing all these things? I can't believe it, John. And I'm not saying this to boast, but I'm saying that you may go through certain moments when people don't value you, you're hidden from them, but at the right time, your value will be seen by the right people. When God says this is the time to bring you out of the shelf, to put you on the spotlight. Amen. God bless you.
You've been listening to Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. We hope you were blessed and inspired to live the life that God has for you. Make sure to subscribe to the John Giftah YouTube channel for regular uploads of sermons, skits, interviews, and more. Follow John Giftah on Instagram for regular inspirational posts. And don't forget to check out the best-selling books written by John Giftah, Who Am I?, which will help you understand your identity, and the latest #1 bestseller, Unveil Your Purpose, helping you discover your purpose and to start walking in it. Make sure to leave a rating and review, and be sure to share it with your friends and loved ones. If you'd like to donate, you can find the PayPal link in the description. And if you'd like to invite John Giftah to speak at your event or to get more details, go to the website at www.johngiftah.com. See you on the next episode of The Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. God bless you.
If your heart stops beating now, do you know where you're going? If you came face to face with death now, do you know where you're going? And this is not a message of condemnation. This is a message of hope. There is a God who loves you so much. He sent His only Son, Jesus Christ, to come down and pay a heavy price by shedding every drop of His blood on the cross. Thank you for dying for my sins. When you believe in Him, you have free gift of salvation for you that assures us that we will go to heaven when we die instead of suffering in hell forever. I just encourage you today to make the simple step of faith and say, Jesus, I thank you for what you did on the cross. Thank you for giving me this gift of eternal life.